we start from scratch, category search, and I select bass and the attribute ANX. Let's take this 80s bass, for example, and would like to create a user arpeggio like this. Okay, portamento off. All right. Now I record this pattern to create a user arpeggio. I go to song pattern, press record. Here you see the length of the new pattern. Here pattern 10 is selected in this case. And here the record quantization is to 16th note, all right? It is important to know the quantization is before recording. But at the moment we don't see this quantization button, which was a little bit confusing for me at the beginning. This quantization button is visible after pressing recording. You see? Here, this is the quantization button. What disappears when we press stop. On, off, on, off. Okay, that means here we set the quantization before the recording. So, tempo could be a little bit higher, let's say 120. And here we go. 2, 3, and... Okay, that's it. The pattern is already recorded. And now I can rename the pattern also, like disco bass, disco 2. All right, disco bass 2. And now this pattern should be converted into a user arpeggio to use for any sound to play this phrase, this typical phrase. I go to edit job, and here you select to user arpeggio, and here you can assign the group, the category for the selected or for the created user arpeggio. Of course, this is a bass. We can also define a subcategory, like for example, in this case, let's take house, dance, pop is okay, right? And we name it user arpeggio. The pattern name is here, of course, disco bass. All right, disco bass 2. And here I select store as user arpeggio. And now this phrase, what I recorded here, is converted into a user arpeggio. Now I go back to navigation, press the navigation button, go to arpeggio. This is the arpeggio site, and here you can select simply the arpeggio type. I go to category search, go to user, and I start this arpeggio to bass, all right? And here is disco bass 2, okay? I select it, enter, and of course the arpeggio part is set to part 1 and master arpeggio is on. And now I press with the left hand. It works like this. Finally, for this kind of arpeggio, it is a good idea to switch the hold function on, like this. Okay, and now we can store this setting to the scene memories. In the first scene, I would like to switch the arpeggio off. But first is to go to the scene page. Let's go there. And it is very important to switch here, especially the parameters for mixing and especially also for the arpeggio on. I basically switch everything on. And here we go. Arpeggio is off. Store, I press the shift button and the first scene. And in the second scene I would like to switch it on. Simply press shift to the second one. First one, arpeggio is off. I can play manually. Second one, arpeggio is on. Now simply saving the performance, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.